Hi and welcome to this short series of videos designed to help employers who are contemplating operating a disciplinary process. This is the fifth video in the series, and in this video I want to look at the disciplinary decision. The disciplinary decision is made at the end of the disciplinary hearing, which was preceded by a good quality independently held investigation. In the previous video, video 4, I said that it's very important in a disciplinary hearing to call a short adjournment or break so that you can consider the decision that you're going to take. The adjournment or break is a very good opportunity for the manager to write their closing statement, the last things they're going to say when concluding this process. At the end of the hearing then, we need to describe what level of action has been taken. If it's been a warning, for example, what level of warning, how long will the warning last for, what will the implications be if the employee commits any future misconduct, and what the appeal procedure is, because every employee is afforded the opportunity to appeal against formal disciplinary action. The decision on guilt and the sanction is an important one. We have to decide, of course, in a disciplinary process, is the employee guilty of the misconduct or not? Now, we don't have to have absolute evidence of that guilt. In criminal law, you have to be sure beyond all reasonable doubt. In employment law, you simply need reasonable belief, but that reasonable belief has to be based on all of the facts that are available to the company. Now, reasonable belief means it's likely, based on the balance of evidence that's available, that misconduct has occurred. When we choose a warning, we should ensure that it's realistic for the offence. We should never dismiss for a first offence unless it's gross misconduct. And the warning should be consistent. So if we've had similar issues in the company before, there should be an element of consistency about how these things are treated. It should also take into account the previous service of the employee. So if someone has long years of service and hasn't caused any disciplinary issues, they might be treated less harshly than someone who hasn't been here very long. And lastly, the warning should take account of all of the circumstances relating to the offence. Once we've conveyed the decision, we should then make sure the employee is aware that they have the right to appeal and how they should go about appealing. If we're deciding to dismiss, then we need to decide whether it's with notice or without notice. A gross misconduct dismissal is usually without notice. But if it's with notice, it will always be in the case of an employee who's already on a final warning, or perhaps it's the case of a very short service employee where you've been advised that it's safe to dismiss without going through a full process. You should always take advice before doing that. If the dismissal is with notice, then we have to make a decision here. Do we let the person actually stay in work and work their notice, or actually would it be more sensible to pay the notice in lieu and let them go at the end of the process? If we do that, we need to check that the employment contract has a pay in lieu of notice clause. Lastly, we need to confirm the outcome of the disciplinary process in writing. A letter should follow at the end of the hearing, not normally on the same day, because that would give some indication that we may have prejudged the outcome, and that's a bad place to be in employment law. But when we're sending the letter, we should send it recorded delivery and also first-class mail. If you have the employee's email address, if we are dismissing, then we can use the email address as well to send that letter. Any means that we have at our disposal, basically, to ensure they get the message. Don't throw away any of the notes of the process, even handwritten ones. And it's a very good idea, if you have made written minutes, to write those up on the day. It's amazing how quickly you start to forget the detail of what was discussed. Now, in the sixth video in this series, I'm going to look at the appeal stage. But as ever, my HR department is here to assist employers. And if you need our help with the application of disciplinary processes, please do contact us. Thank you for watching.